In the last lesson, we learned the G major scale, G major chord, and the intervals in the scale. When we were in the key of C, we said a minor chord is the 1, flat 3, and 5 of the scale. So what would a G minor chord be? Well, we know G major is 1, 3, 5, which is G, B, D. So to find G minor, we just need to flat or lower the third, which is B. So G minor would be 1, flat 3, which in the key of G is B flat, and then the fifth stays the same, which is D. So root position G minor, first inversion, which is with the third on the bottom, and second inversion, which is with the fifth on the bottom. How about G diminished? A diminished chord, as we know, is 1, flat 3, flat 5. So G diminished would be 1, G, flat 3, B flat, and the fifth is D, so the flat fifth would be D flat. So that's a root position G diminished chord. G, B flat, D flat. How about first inversion? So the third on the bottom, or the flat third on the bottom, B flat, D flat, G. And then finally second inversion would be with the fifth on the bottom, or the flat fifth, D flat, G, B flat. G augmented. We know augmented means the 1, 3, and sharp 5 of the scale. So G augmented would be G is 1, the third is B, D is the fifth, so sharp fifth would be D sharp. G, B, D sharp. Root position augmented chord. First inversion with the third on the bottom, B, D sharp, G, and then second inversion with the fifth, or the sharp fifth on the bottom, D sharp, G, B. Now let's figure out the rest of the intervals starting on G. Last lesson we learned the intervals in the G major scale, so let's first review those. G to A is a major second, G to B is a major third, G to C is a perfect fourth, G to D is a perfect fifth, G to E, major sixth, G to the seventh, which is F sharp, is a major seventh, and then, of course, G to G is one octave. Now, G to let's flat the second, so G to A flat is a minor second, right? Major second, minor second. Now we know this is a major third, right? G to B, 1, 3. So B flat, G to B flat would be a minor third. We know G to C is a perfect fourth. So if we sharp the 4, or if we augment the fourth, we have G to C sharp. What interval is that? There are two names for it. It's either an augmented fourth interval or a tritone. G to D is a perfect fifth, right? So G to D flat. If we flat the fifth, it's still the same interval. It's a tritone, but it could also be called a diminished fifth. Now G to E is a major sixth. So if we flat the sixth, that gives us a minor sixth, G to E flat. And now we know G to the seventh, 1, 7, that's called a major 7. So now if we flat the 7, that would bring us, that's interesting because the natural 7 in the key of G is F sharp, but the flat 7 is F natural. Isn't that interesting? So a major 7th up from G is F sharp, and a minor 7th interval up from G is G to F. Let's now compare intervals in the key of G and the key of C to hear the similarity in sound. So what note is a perfect fourth above G? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's C, right? And how about a perfect fourth up from C? So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's F. So here they are again. So a perfect fourth starting on G and then on C. Now what would be a perfect fifth above G? So G was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would be D. And how about a perfect fifth up from C? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, perfect fifth from G, and then C. How about a major third up from G? So G is 1, 2, 3, and then a major third up from C. Now how about a major sixth up from G? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's E. And then a major sixth up from C is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is A. So we have major sixth and major sixth. How about some intervals that are not in the scale, like a minor sixth up from G? G to E flat would be a minor sixth. And then from C, it would be C to A flat. How about, let's start with a major seventh. How about a major seventh up from G? That would be F sharp. And a major seventh up from C would be B. Now minor seventh from G would be F. And a minor seventh up from C is B flat. Now let's compare chord qualities. So C major is this. G major is this. 1, 3, 5. C minor, 1 flat 3, 5. G minor, 1 flat 3, 5. Now C diminished, 1 flat 3 flat 5. And G diminished, 1 flat 3 flat 5. And then C augmented, 1 3 sharp 5. And G augmented, 1 3 sharp 5. You may have noticed that these chords have a similar shape in both keys. That won't be the case with other keys that have more sharps or flats, but for now that should help with memorizing these chords.